Hey, this is Dave of Dave Trains with my new layout update number 22. Well, it's been a long time. I've been actually able to work on this since the flood that we had here in East Tennessee. Personal note on that, the place where I work is slowly starting to come up. They're getting more lines running. They've actually brought back 5 people, so I'd say it'll take a couple years to get back full bore again, but they are making great headway. So that's good news, and that's good news for the employees that worked there for so many years. So let me show you what I've got done this week, and we'll go from there. So hang on. Well, the one thing, I think it's been so long, I did have these bridges in. I think I did a video on how to paint these, and so then I now have the other set of bridges in. I don't have a video how I painted these. If you remember, I had trouble with my camera, but these turned out real well. Again, I'm basically using the same techniques as the gentleman that has the channel ASX. He's not put a video out in a long time. I wished he would. He has a lot of great techniques, and plus it's very interesting to watch him do all the very nice builds that he does. But let me move the camera stand out of the way so you can see. I basically use his technique. I don't know how good it'll show up, but this turned out real well. I don't need the bottle cap here, but I think this turned out. Let's see if we can get a close look. I think that turned out real good. It was the look I was looking for, kind of a, not a super heavy rusted bridge, but one that's probably getting this way. I do have a problem somehow. If you notice, I've got to straighten this up. I have somewhat of, twist in it, and I've got to go back down the line and see something's binding. This bridge right here, I wanted a flat green. I see a lot of these over in our area and a lot of people's bridges. I couldn't find a spray flat green, and I don't have a airbrush, so I painted it a matte green, which made it just look like green plastic. So I got some of the Vallejo flat green, and just using the artist sponge, basically went over it and then sprayed with dull coat. It turned out okay. I wished could have sprayed with flat green, something a little bit flatter than it is, but all in all, it turned out pretty good. Got the bridge piers painted like I wanted. Oh, we got a wreck. Hang on here. Let me turn this off. So as you can see here, I've got my L&N passenger cars working. They're not derailing as bad, but I still have this third car for some reason. When it hits this back Kato number 6 turnout, it wants to derail every time. Haven't got that figured out. So that's one of the things I got going. But going back, I did get my bridge piers completed. It turned out good, I think. And this is kind of the setup. I'm going to put this one at an angle. And of course, I've still got to work on these, but just basically have some debris, like pier debris, over the years when they tore them down to replace the line. And then, and I cannot remember the guy's name. I think Marklund of Sweden, on his website, he showed where somebody takes some old tree bark and fix this to make like cliffs or rock formations, and I'm going to do that. That'll be next. Then of course I'll have to paint this whole scene, and it'll be ready to whenever I get to do the water on it. So this will be a pretty big water scene. I decided to do the Woodland Scenics water effects instead of using Mosh Posh to paint the water scene, so I'm hoping I'll make a good choice on that. So if it doesn't work, I'll be in depression. So anyway, that's all that I've got done. Hopefully continue to steady working on stuff. But like I said, is get this water scene done, and then I can move on to the rest. You see, it's coated up with stuff right now, junk everywhere. But the main line is running. I can run a few trains, so let me turn this off and come back the other way. So hang on. All right, there you go. That's update number 22. One thing I didn't say is I joined the Tennessee T-Track organization, and the weekend of the 15th, we're going to be in Franklin, Tennessee. They have a Dickens of a Christmas. It's kind of they shut the main road through Franklin, and they have a weekend festival. And we're going to be there somewhere, I'm not sure, to set up a big layout and run trains. So I'm excited about that. I've never belonged to an organization like this before, and it worked. And really looking forward to spending the weekend down there and doing that. So this worked this time, and what I did is I reversed the car that was having trouble. Isn't that weird how that can happen? But anyway, as always, I really appreciate you watching and sticking with me. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow me along on my little N-Scale journey, hit the subscribe button. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment. I always enjoy reading them. But I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you later.